Well, 2.5 days to play here and continued coverage of the 2026 Men's Open Club National Championship. And we are down to the pointy end. The top 8 will get underway here. And the first match of the top 8 you'll see for you here out on Freeman Field are two of the big guns that have really done a great job. The game tile will let you know who's up in this game. Really looking forward to it because they've played outstanding. It'll be Papanui from Otautahi Christchurch taking on Te Awakarangi Hutt Valley in this game. First game of the top 8 on day 3 of competition. I'm Jason Gerbes, a.k.a. Chopper. And luckily for me, I've got the president, I've got the chairman, I've got the man of the moment in the booth with me, Hoani Lambert. Kia ora, Hoani.
Well, I'm free, aren't I? Value for money.
Let's be honest.
But hopefully helpful. Hopefully helpful.
Indeed. Always great to have you along with your experience in calling the game and your knowledge of the game and, of course, what you do for our great game of softball. Let's have a look at the defensive lineup now. For you, for the first team is going to take the field. That'll be Papanui. That'll be Jackson Quinn and Scott Patterson and Jackson White left to right in the outfield. Hot corner third base is the ever-experienced Anthony Stewart, but it's up the middle defensively. They are so strong. Mitchell Finney and Drew Delator, the pairing at shortstop and second base. Callum Bishop gets the start at first base. Josh Lubwiski behind the dish. And one of the most impressive pitchers on the New Zealand landscape of the last period of time, Ben Watts, with the start for Papanui.
Yeah, well, we're really blessed at the moment. We've, of course, had Liam Potts, who received the WBSC Men's World Player of the Year. And on the back of a highly competitive provincial championships, we'll certainly be looking for something special again today from Ben Watts. And his Papanui team have been doing incredibly well in the tournament so far.
They sure have indeed. Let's have a look at the offensive lineup for Hutt Valley Marist now. They are built with power, precision, and boy, oh boy, look at them on the field there. We're going to get a shot of Hutt Valley Marist on the left-hand side of the image. But the batting order will be Murphy Albright will be leading off. Tyson Byrne, he's going to be at shortstop hitting 2 today. Joel Evans hit a home run this morning against Mount Ramblers, hits 3 then. Corey List, we go back to the batting order if we can, please. Yeah, there you go, Corey List. He's hitting in the clean-up spot. Nola Krynan, he's going to be hitting twice today. How impressive is that? It's actually Logan Paul Woolley in the 6th spot. Caleb Taylor, Taikaha Cope, and Keenan Easthope will be in the 9th spot. Regan Manley will be the pitcher and being hit for by the designated player that is Logan Paul Woolley. Hutt Valley Marist, the story of the tournament so far, making it to the top 8 for a long time. They have not been there.
Hang on, my plate umpire's fixing a gate.
Got a great umpiring crew in here for this one. And it's great to have the international experience with us as well. Quick look at the umpires for you.
All right, gentlemen, here we go.
And you can see was Cameron Kwong, but we've got Mark Porteous at 1, Kevin Sheehy at 2, and Tommy Howard at 3. Kevin Giles as we get underway in the top 8. Papanui's Ben Watts drills one right through the zone to get us underway here. And, of course, that's an American friend. I'm just going to get that right for you behind the dish. Murphy Albright. The great thing, the 2 of the top 3 batters here for Hutt Valley Marist, Hoani, they come from the revitalised, brand new Premier Men's team from Wainuiamata, Albright and Joel Evans. How good to see them here picked up by Hutt Valley Marist.
Well, you look at the history of Wainui softball, and of course your mind goes to the family of Lomaxes, known not just for rugby league, but also because of the contribution they made to softball. And Johnny Lomax represented the junior Black Sox back in the day, but the Lomax is extremely well known in Wainui circles, and it's great to see that team up and running again.
It sure is indeed. And the Hutt Valley Association competition as we see Albright go down on strikes to start this match. Tyson Byrne now. Of course, Hawaii, his heroics were right here on this diamond Freeman Field way back in 2013, capturing a world title for New Zealand one more time.
Yes, this has been a field of mixed fortune for the Black Sox. Of course, that win in 2013. Then, unfortunately, the last time we hosted, not such a great result for the Black Sox, but boy, they've been resurging since under the coaching of Thomas Markier.
At the bottom. Yep.
I haven't had a chance to catch up with Thomas since the club championship started, but I'd be interested to hear from him what his thoughts are on what he's been seeing over the past month or so.
Hard hit ball from Burn, but it's lovely gather up by the second baseman from Papanui, True Delator. Fantastic indeed. And that'll bring up, as we earmarked at the top of the shop here, Hawani, one of the proud members of the Wainui Armada team, and that is Joel Evans.
So, Chopper, this is the beginning of the top 8 at the men's clubs, and both these teams will be wanting to get off to a good start.
I get to play too.
The weather here in Auckland is slightly unusual. It's not as hot as you'd expect for this time of year. Clouds are threatening, but at the moment, fairly good conditions for softball.
I tell you, Juani, the weather on day one, I don't know if I've seen a better day for weather here at North Harbour, but the teams got through all their games. It was remarkable.
1 ball, 2 strike.
No, I tend to spend more time on the female side of the game, and they seem to be a bit more resilient than their male counterparts. I'm impressed to hear that the guys managed to survive.
Yeah, you know, we're a bit precious sometimes. Those raindrops could hurt.
Oh, yes. No comment.
Fair enough. There's Tamati Howard, or Tama Howard as he's known more commonly as, the third base umpire of this one. And taken up top. Quality at bat from Joel Evans.
So a couple down here. See the pitch from Watts. Up in the zone. Well left.
This one pulls down the line. Tell you what, the new CEO of Softball New Zealand, Rebecca Minkley, Nee and Ann, for those who know Bex around lots of different sporting circles, she's got a certain vibe about her, doesn't she, Honey?
Energy.
Yeah.
It's energy.
Plus.
Yep.
Plus.
It's all go. That's a great at-bat.
Just taking his time, methodical as Evans, and Ben Watts will know the power of Evans. Doesn't want anything to do with him. You heard the umpire called DR down at first base, so Jackson Nix is going to come out. And now home plate umpire all the way from USA is Kevin Wallace.
Have you seen much of him in the tournament so far, Chopper?
Yeah, I have. You're talking about the umpire?
Yeah.
Well, big swing over the top of a hard drop ball from Corey List. Yeah, Kevin Wallace has been outstanding. I like the way he communicates with the players, whether it be a high-known player or just like Kevin Sheehy down there at second base.
Now, often there's a bit of debate between the different calling of strikes from the umpires from the Northern Hemisphere versus the Southern Hemisphere.
Play. 1 strike.
I tell you one thing I like, Hawani, is the Northern Hemisphere umpires, especially the USA ones. Big swing on the outside edge. Don't muck around. Any back chat whatsoever. They got no problem of pointing their figure back to the dugout in a hurry. And if you ask me, sometimes I think you need that just to set the boundary, if you like. Want to have communication, but set the boundary. Don't overstep the mark.
Certainly something we've been thinking about is seeing whether or not we can start to... Oh, it's a stolen base down to 2. See the second base for Papanui. Drew Delator
Yeah.
come across to cut the ball off. Probably should have seen if they could get it through.
1 ball, 2 strike.
There's nobody on the base at all, so
Play.
well safe. Good running there from Nicholson. Bit of confusion there at second base for Papanui.
Looked like it, didn't it? So 1 and 2 the count on list. Scoring position now for Hutt Valley Marist. Trying to open their account in the top 8 here.
Dead.
Fouls this one off.
One thing I was going to say, Chopper, the Northern Hemisphere umpires are far more used to the 20-second countdown clock.
Yes.
It almost acts as something that is natural within their tempo.
Play.
Something we've been
1 ball,
thinking
2
about
strike.
is at least for these tournaments that are part of our high-performance pathways, whether or not we start to introduce 20-second clocks here in our major events, both the provincials and the clubs. Just help our players get ready for that type of speed requirement when they get to those WBSC
2 ball
competitions.
and 2 strike.
I like that, Ahwani. It's a very good idea. Not only, as you mentioned, for the players, but the coaching staff, everyone knowing, okay, I need to do my part and enough time to allow my player the time to get themselves ready. 2-2 the count here. 2 away, top of the first innings. Drop ball down low.
So that stolen base is important because it moves Nicholson down into scoring position with 2 away.
3 ball, 2 strike.
Of Ben Watts, he's got that stature about him. It looks like he's just hopped off a horse or something. Eh? He's got that cowboy look about him. Real broad character. And there's a drop ball that bites inside. And that'll take care of business at the top of the first innings. We'll stay with you so we can give you the lineups. But first look at Papanui defensively. Your thoughts, Wani?
Yeah, very tidy. Aside from that slight confusion at second base, I thought Ben Watts was looking pretty good so far on the mound. So he'll just be wanting to carry that on into these middle sections of the game. Marist, though, leaving a runner stranded. They won't want to do that too often in this game, and they'll be wanting to see whether or not they can continue their impressive form so far.
Impressive form indeed. Marist will take the field next. Let's have a look at their defensive lineup for you. And it'll be Caleb Taylor, the cowboy, at left, Keenan Eastope, the youngster, at centre, and the Queenslander, Corey Lister. Is that right? Murphy Albright, you can see an asterisk beside his name because he's a pickup from Wainui Amana. He's had the hot on a third base. Tyson Byrne, the Black Sox star shortstop. He gets a start there. Joel Evans beside him. Black Sox star second baseman. Noah Crinan's over at 1. Taikaha Copes behind the dish. And Regan Manley will be the starting hurler for Hutt Valley Marist. And Regan's been around a fair long time, Hawaii.
Yes, he has very experienced, no stranger to clubs, but also international competition as well. So some great experience for Marist taking them into this top 8 section.
Well, they'll have to go up against a broad, stiff offense from the yellow tops of Papanui. Let's have a look at their offensive lineup for you. Callum Bishop will lead off, the first baseman. Jackson Watt, the hammer, he's in the 2 spot today. The Australian international Scott Patterson's hitting 3. Mitch Finney will be in cleanup. Josh Luboishki, the catcher, is hitting 5. Anthony Stewart, Jaden Britt, and Drew Delator around at the 6 to 8 mark in the batting order. And then Jackson Quinn, he's a mystery guy. He rounds out the batting order for this Papanui. But how do you go past someone with the experience of, say, Scott Patterson from Australia or Jackson Watt for Papanui in the lineup?
Yeah, well, we're certainly going to find out what their intentions are early on, Papanui. In this section, these 2 teams are in Section A, and they're joined by Roosters and Northcote. So these 4 teams will do a round robin over the next day or so. And then in Section B, we're going to have a real tussle in there, aren't we? Ramblers, PK, Hutt City United, and PCU.
Really impressive.
Yep.
This is the Porirua or the Devils? You know?
I think it's the Devils.
Devils, right. Yeah, I think so too. Well, yeah, so those are the 2
3 on piece.
sections as this goes deep into left field for the first out from Callum Bishop.
Some difficult conditions for the outfielders the last few days. The ball's been swirling around. That one was still a fair ball when it was caught. Nice catch there. from the left fielder, Caleb Taylor. 1 away.
So if you want to catch some of the other games that are on here, we've got all 5 diamonds live streaming for you at this year's edition of the Men's Club National Championship as Jackson Watt, the hammer, takes one on the inside edge. You can find all those games being live streamed. This one foul tip off, so in the hole quickly. You just go to the Softball New Zealand YouTube channel and you'll find all the live games for the Men's Club Nationals right here. All 5 diamonds going for you. Over on Diamond 2 is Hudson United and PK. They're just underway. PK in the lead, 1-0 in the bottom of the first innings over there. And Ramblers are taking on PCU Devils in the top of the second. They're out on Diamond 10 and they're up 1-0. So you can catch all the games or be like us, Wani, have every single game up on a different screen. And I was going to ask, have you got a spare TV screen we can borrow? Because I don't think we've got enough.
God, I don't know how you do it.
Softball New Zealand YouTube channel. You'll find all of the live links to the Men's Club Nationals. And of course, as Hawaii was mentioned, the women's game's in full effect. Day 2 of competition down in Te Awa Kairangi, and they're underway down there. You can also find all those live streams on the Softball New Zealand YouTube channel. Of course, all the information around the tournament, just head to the Softball New Zealand event page for each one of those, Men's Club Nationals or Women's Club Nationals, all the stats, all the photos, all the background information that you want to know about the Club Nationals this year, all brought to you by Softball New Zealand this year. Fantastic.
3 ball, 2 strike.
Full count here.
It's a good start for Papanui.
You called a quality at bat from from Joel Evans. Same here from Jackson White. Just methodical in the batter's box, wasn't he?
Certainly was.
You good?
Scott Patterson, the Australian international representative. Playing centerfield today for Papanui. He swings at the first pitch, a drop ball. And if you ask me, I'm not going to say the age of Regan Manley, but he's in his vintage years, but he's also throwing some vintage deliveries at this year's tournament. Pulls that one down the line, 0-2. Early in the match here, Hutt Valley Marist, and in particular Regan Manley. What will he be trying to achieve here, Hawani?
Well, I think for Marist, they've had such a good run so far. They'll be wanting to make sure that with some of these pitchers like Scott Patterson, he's working the zone well, making sure that they are having to go after good pitches, keep the ball on the ground.
Play. 2 strike.
I think we're wanting to have a go at hitters 5 through 9. But we're paying a lot of attention to the top order. And that often results in the occasional walk, like we saw with Jackson Watt.
Low.
But what he'll be wanting to avoid earlier on is some of those long ball hits.
All the team,
That could see them getting behind too early. So you just want to stay in close in these first few innings.
Oh, up, get up, Murphy Albright, as he'll take that drive down third base for the second out.
Good to see where this pitch was. So that was low and in. Scott Patterson did well to get some bat to it, drove it down the left-hand line, but unfortunately went straight to the third baseman.
Albright, right
Catch by
man,
Albright.
right place. Off and running on the pitch. And the hammer, showing a bit of speed out there on the base path.
Again, see both sides with 2 away, wanting to get that runner down into scoring position, particularly when you've got your number 4 batter up to bat.
Slashes this one, does Finney. Comes off the glove of Byrne at shortstop, and Papanui have got him cornered.
Well, look, that'll go down as a hit. The shortstop there for Marist, Tyson Byrne, did well to actually stop that. His glove, unfortunately, was in a really difficult position, but I think he might have stopped a run there, because I think if the ball going along the ground had have gone out to a very deep left field, you probably would have seen Papanui get their first run. So a nice piece of work there by Tyson Byrne at shortstop to stop a run.
One of the form hitters for Papanui this season has been Josh Lubowiski, and he watched the first pitch come down Main Street.
It was inside, called a strike, nicely framed by Taikaha Cope, the catcher for Marist. Again, working the inside of the plate. So Manly's really playing to the calls of the umpire. We're seeing the umpire calling those low inside pitches. Batters are going after them. Time's called. We've got one too many balls on the field.
I know some people get upset by that, but if it's a kid having a throw with his dad on the side, I'm all good with it, Hawani. In that case, it was probably a foul ball from Diamond too. Oh, good pitch by Manly on the outside edge. Takes care of business. Boy, it doesn't get any better than that.
I think that might have been a bit accidental. It was no ball, two strike pitch. And I think that one was meant to be way outside. It ended up catching a bit of the plate. And the umpire says, yep, that's good enough for me. And Papanui are gone.
That's good enough for me too. We're through one complete no score in the first game of the top 8 between Hutt Valley Marist and Papanui. Well, no, my hooky my welcome back to Freeman Field on day 3 of competition, and we're into the top 8. Two of the big boppers from Section A, Hutt Valley Marist and Papanui, are getting us underway. No score in it, and Hutt Valley Marist will come to the plate again. They'll send up 3 of their best: Noah Krynen, Logan Paul Woolley, and Caleb Taylor, the Cowboy. 1, 2, and 3.
Well, Noah's on the top RBI list after 2 days, number 5 with 8 runs batted in.
We're good. Play.
Left-handed batter facing Ben Watts. Rise ball there from Ben Watts to start us off, not too far out of the zone.
Oh, that drop ball cuts inside well, doesn't it?
Yeah. I think we're going to see a lot of this today, that low inside strike pitch. Something quite different with the Northern Hemisphere umpires. They feel much more comfortable in that part of the zone.
I noticed watching Mr. Wallace behind the plate, he's real steady back there, isn't he? Doesn't move much once he gets in a position. Oh, there's that drop ball again. Boy, that's a money pitch today.
So I think both pitchers and their catchers have seen that they will get quite a bit of reward if they stay on that inside corner. These hitters will have to adapt. Nice bit of variation there from Ben Watts out to the opposite side, a rise ball.
He's got all the tools, doesn't he, Ben Watts? Full count now, 3 and 2 on Krynen. Having an exceptional tournament as the first baseman for Hutt Valley Marist. Fights that off. That's a good cut, really.
Three balls, 2 strikes. Krynen in good form. Watts, they won't want to be giving anything away with no outs.
Oh, big swing and a miss over the top, and he goes back to a strikeout pitch, the drop ball cutting inside.
Yeah, so a theme from both of these pitches. They're seeing that there's benefit from keeping it low and in. Not only has it been called by the plate umpire, it's also proving difficult to get away with these batters.
Well, the big designated player, Paul Logan Woolley, now will step in to go to work. First pitch to him is up top. Hard hit ball from Woolley. This is getting out of here. The club rooms is in danger. Up onto the deck. Hutt Valley Marist strike first.
Well, you got all of that. That was gone the moment you heard it hit the bat. It'll be interesting to see where this pitch has gone. So it's inside again, but just not quite low enough. And Logan Paul definitely got onto that early and sent it right out to left field. Great hit. Nice contact. 1-0.
Hutt Valley Marist staying red hot. Of course, the earlier game this morning at 9 o'clock, Hutt Valley Marist did a demo job on the reigning national champions, Mount Albert Ramblers. I caught up with Robbie Easthope after the game. I said, is that the first ever win? He says, no, Chopper. We won the club nationals way back in the 80s or something like that, he said. I'm like, okay, fair enough. So you would have beaten them then. But it's been a long time since Hutt Valley Marist has beaten Ramblers, and they did it convincingly this morning.
Who was pitching Ramblers?
Yeah, they didn't use the big guy, Jack Beesgrove. Of course, the top 8, they're going to save him for that. But they had Floyd Nolan. Floyd's spent some time on the pitching circle for New Zealand at times, so he's no lesser pitcher at all. Oh, look at the swings. Confidence in the swings now. Caleb Taylor's turn.
Well, regardless of who's on the mound for Ramblers, a win against Ramblers is a great result. Just what Marist would have needed coming into the top 8.
This one off the end of the bat, and it'll sneak in there. The Cowboy looking to turn the corner. Watch out, giddy up the horse. And the kid is at second base. And Hutt Valley Marist have got their hands up. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Oh, some good pressure hitting here from Marist. Back-to-back hits. Automatic, and now a 2-base hit down the line. Some aggressive base running there from Caleb Taylor. Ball there you see, middle of the zone, outside of the plate. Just catches the inside right field line.
Here we go, guys. Play.
Taylor comfortably into 2 with a nice slide.
Well, the young catcher now, Tykar Cope, comes in for his turn at bat. Starts with one down the tram line. Well, Hutt Valley Marist has been a bit of a hiatus from the top 8. They did achieve the feat 3 years ago. Fantastic to see them back. It really is fantastic. One thing about Ben Watts, he doesn't muck around between pitches, does he, Kwani?
No. Saw that pitch there. That's where he needs to keep them. So just slightly lower. That one against Logan Paul just drifted up a bit. And keep them low in the zone. Side against some of these hitters. I think he'll reap some dividends.
Rise ball up top. Really enjoyed watching these youngsters on the Hutt Valley side. Of course, Cope batting now. The next one up. Wow, Keenan Easthope. Great to see them coming through the system, isn't it?
Certainly is.
Ball that's in. Right down, just off the batter's box line. Yep.
Great communication from the home plate umpire, Wallace. Just in.
2 ball, 2 strike.
Big opportunity early here for the youngsters in this offensive lineup from Hutt Valley Marist. There's a drop ball to finish on the outside edge. I'm going to ask you a question about Papanui now, Hawani. They have been in the top 4, don't worry about the top 8, but the top 4 at the club nationals for a long time now. How do you produce a ball club with that type of consistency?
Well, Christchurch and Canterbury Softball have been doing some great work as part of their focus on development pathways, particularly for their youngsters. So these clubs benefit not through just the work they put into developing these young players, but also the work the association is doing through their focus, particularly around some of the young ones. And if you've seen the naming of the under-18 Black Sox that will compete to qualify through the Oceania division later in April, you'll see a number of Canterbury players there. So I think Papanui are reaping the benefits of a focus on that younger cohort of players coming through.
So going to miss at the top of that. Fantastic for Canterbury Softball Association, and good to see some fruits coming from that tree they have planted down there at Cuthbert's Green.
An exciting new battery facility is being constructed there.
I can't wait. It's huge.
It is huge, and we've never had a facility like that in New Zealand. I think you might have gone.
Yeah, hear the umpire. Yes, I got a swing on that. So we're through the top of the second innings, but it's not before Paul Logan Woolley puts a charge into one and puts it in the upper deck in the stratosphere. It is Hutt Valley Marist leading the top 8 first game, 1 run to nil.
I felt lonely. I got nothing more to do. I know, but
Sometimes virtual reality begs for more reality. Jack Links is good with it.
We're off to a hot start here in the top 8. Papanui and Hutt Valley Marist as the youngster Keenan Eastover ranged forward on a first pitch swing from Anthony Stewart to record the first out here. But we're off to a hot start here. Hawani, these two teams are really meant for business today, aren't they?
Yes, and you'll see a little bit of that today, just with the ball swirling up in the air. Outfielders making an initial move, but then needing to recalibrate. But that was a nice catch.
Jaden Britt now, designated player for Papanui, will step in against a veteran pitcher, that is Regan Manley.
Well, Regan will want to keep things tight now that his team have got a run on the board. I think it'll be fair to say that won't be the only run we'll see in this game. Both sides have the ability to score quite a few runs.
Impressive batting lineups for sure.
Oh, must have been close. Must have been close, that one.
So 2-1. The check swing down to first base. Mark Porteous said he went.
2 ball, 1 strike.
There's Britt. Geared up and ready to go. Well, that one's down Main Street. Just a little fool ya. It slides on in there. We'll level the count now. Oh, my apologies. I thought I was 2 balls, 1 strike. Yeah, chopper. Not very good at the scoreboard thing. Worry.
It's multitasking. Dangerous.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's a low lifter curveball from Regan Manley that starts at Britt's hip and finishes in the strike zone.
Yeah, it was a great pitch, wasn't it? Just had Britt all tied up.
Well, you see that from these veteran pitchers, don't you, Hawani? As they mature, they just know a number of ways to get a batter out, don't they?
Certainly do.
That'll bring up the bat, the youngster in this Papanui lineup, Drew Delator. comes through the zone. So in the hole now, 0-2. The young second baseman for Papanui. Foul tip. That one gets a bite. I think of the umpire, maybe.
Just get the feeling Manly's not really wanting to muck around. It's ahead, no balls, 2 strikes. In that case, that pitch was still around the zone. So sometimes pitchers and catchers will play around a bit when they're ahead in the count. But not Manly. It's a fast inning for Marist.
Sure is indeed. We're through 2 complete. It is Marist leading 1-0 on the back of the veteran, Regan Manley.
Okay? Thank you for being a good teammate.
Oh no, my hooky by top of the 3rd innings here. Marist with a 1-run lead in this first top 8 matchup here, and really are looking the business, both teams. Ben Watts is throwing the heck out of the ball, a drop ball that just cuts in, especially on the right side of the plate. And Regan Manley, crafty and precise to get us underway so far, Hawaii.
Yeah, Murphy Albright in the top 10 hitters for the tournament so far. Coming into today with 5-4-5, 6 hits from 11 turns at bat.
That's pretty impressive. Very impressive. And no wonder Hutley Marist want to pick him up from Wainui and Harbour with those type of credentials.
Absolutely. He's having a good tournament and leading off for Marist, and certainly being supported by other players in his lineup, particularly in this game, Logan Paul Willie with that deep hit out of the park in the last inning.
One out. Ben Watts just taking a bit more time to go back to his pitching plate. Can't quite get that one to land. Every pitch that tilts the way of Hutt Valley Marist, they're all up for it in the dugout, aren't they?
Yeah, well, that's a big pitch. And, of course, 3-1. It's playing back into Murphy's hand. This one will probably need to be quite close.
That one's picture perfect on the outside edge.
Yeah, really good pitch from Ben. You know, it's behind in the count, you need a strike, but you also don't want to, against the quality of Albright, to be pitching too far down the centre of the zone. It's a beautiful pitch.
And you watch that one outside. That's clever. That's good batting right there. Looked almost similar to the last pitch, but just maybe an inch further out.
Yeah, well, Papanui will be asking the question, but I think the umpire got it right on that occasion. That one just slightly lower, slightly more to the outside. Good work behind the plate.
Player coach now, Tyson Byrne. He's assisted by Scotty Pope, East Hope, who's down at first base coaching, and Blair East Hope over at third base. It's a East Hope-a-thon out there for Marist. Of course, a great Soppel family down in Hutt Valley, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
We had Robbie East Hope up in commentary the first 2 days. And boy, oh boy, he has been entertaining. Take the boy out of town, and boy, he's been funny in the commentary booth.
Supposed to play softball with the other East Hopes. So Fruin
Now, there's a character.
is a character. Bumped into his son, who's off playing rugby league for Newcastle.
Is he playing league now? Oh, wow.
Just had to make sure that he wasn't going to turn up in an Australian uniform
Yes.
anytime soon. He assured me he's not.
Inside out swing. Stewart will go for the lead runner and they will get him at second base. That's a heads-up play by the third baseman from Papanui.
That was a really good play and some nice footwork from Drew Delator at second base. And we'll see if we can get a shot of that play again, because they had to turn it over quickly, Papanui. So it was a quickly driven ball. Tyson, remembers, on the left-hand side, so he's moving fast, and some great footwork there from Delator. Some good camera work too from the team.
Nice work beyond the dugout, bringing you all the live imagery on behalf of Softball New Zealand and the hosts here, the North Harbour Softball Association, partnering to allow us to give you all 5 days, all 5 diamonds, 97 games on the schedule, all live streamed this year. Hawaii's super proud about that.
It's crazy.
Down and inside. That's why we need that other TV screen of yours, mate.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry.
Joel Evans now, he's looking to make himself a TV star. Of course, he was the star back in 2017. White Horse Canada. Big swing on the outside edge on that one.
Some nice movement on that pitch from Watts, just curving away to the outside.
Those who didn't have the pleasure of watching Joel Evans in 2017, loaded bases, virtually at the end of the game against the best pitcher in the world at the time, Adam Folkard. And he hits a grand slam to win it for the Black Sox up in Canada with an amazing stroke from the second baseman from Hutt Valley Marist and New Zealand at the time.
It's those moments in Black Sox history that just kind of stick with you, don't they?
Yeah. Takes a close one on the inside edge.
Yeah, I think it's a good call, though. That one just missed on the inside.
That'll fill up the count now.
Marist are applying good pressure. They've been on every inning. At least one runner on.
Take this one up top. So 2 walks on the innings from Ben Watts, and albeit against real quality hitters though.
Yeah. And that rise ball, unfortunately, just didn't have enough break on it. It was up early. So easy there for Joel Evans to pick. And we've got the DR coming in. Nicholson will replace Evans at first base. So Marist, they've got another chance now with runners on 1 and 2 and just 1 out.
Corey List, the MVP of the 9 o'clock game against Mount Albert Ramblers. True 2-way player as he swings through the first offering. Pitched a complete game against Ramblers and drove in a couple of runs, I think 3 from 4 or something like that. There's a fine young athlete as Corey List.
See what he can do here for Marist. They'd love another run. A couple of loose swings. Both those pitches not really in the zone.
Yeah, I think he'd be the first to admit what a wise choice to wave at that last one. But he'll look to make an adjustment. Of course, freshly named in the Australian U23 men's side that'll head away to Colombia to take on New Zealand and the rest of the other participants at that World Cup. And I guess while we're on that point, Hawaii, a very busy international schedule for New Zealand coming up over the next period.
Oh, it's really exciting, isn't it? So we've got the under-18 junior Black Sox. They'll be here in New Zealand doing an Oceania qualifier against Australia. That's an important series. That will determine who's ranked 1 and 2 for Oceania.
Well, that one comes through the zone. Little drop ball was good there for the second out. Noah Krynen will come in. So that one's set for Anzac weekend. I believe it's 24, 25, 26 or somewhere around those particular numbers in Papanui, Palmerston North. Looking forward to that one, Hawani.
And then we've got the under-23s off to Colombia, as you were saying, for their final series. Gosh, that's going to have some amazing pitching
Isn't
matchups.
Without a doubt, Stevie Dean's men have been gearing up for a while now to get prepared for this World Cup. It's super exciting. You talk about pitching. Well, Australia's going to have Beesgrove on the mound. USA, can't remember if they actually qualified in the end, but they got Marco Diaz. Then we look at the rise of the South American countries, and we know Argentina's going to be there, but the one to watch out for me is Mexico, young Para. That pitcher is only 20 years of age and looks the business already.
Yeah, and that age grade, Chopper, just really sets the tone for the men's world pathway for the next 2 to 3 World Cups.
We saw the MVP graphic come up there just before. We're going to put your name in there, Hawani.
Good grief.
Well, you're doing fantastic things, mate. Tell us a little bit more that's happening with Softball New Zealand in the circles. Of course, new rebranding.
Yep. Well, just before we get to that, of course, we've got the women going to Oklahoma.
Yes. Oh, that's a big event.
So that's in September. So that's a group qualifier for their finals. And gosh, we'd love to get the White Sox away. I saw the naming of the widest squad from coach Craig Wallace, and it will be one of the strongest teams we've ever sent to a qualifier in quite some time. So got all of our pitchers, Charlotte Graham, Mackenzie, Bailey McDowell. So we've got the full schedule of players available. So that's going to be an amazing opportunity just to see how that White Sox squad has grown.
One change with the White Sox head coaching role, of course, Craig Wallace in charge at the helm now. But one change I've noticed is the team has got younger and quicker.
Yeah, and they just look so athletic,
don't they?
And their fielding, if you saw them in that series against Australia and Japan, just some outstanding plays. And even though they didn't win the game at that tournament, we don't get to play Japan and Australia often.
No.
And they acquitted themselves so well. So, no, we're really pleased to see the progress in that pathway. And, of course, the under-18 White Sox won 2 series now against Australia this season. The Australians are a little bit scared about what they're seeing coming through our female pathway.
Well, it's fantastic to see the collaboration between Softball New Zealand and Softball Australia at the moment, Hawani. It looks like that bond couldn't be any stronger.
Well, we're really grateful for the partnership. It was a relationship that we targeted some years ago as being one that was really going to be key for all of our pathways to be able to have exposure and opportunity. And, of course, with Australia securing the Olympics in 2032, they're doing everything they can to make sure that softball is on the schedule for those Olympics.
Well, big moment here. Loaded bases, top of the 3rd innings. And who should walk up to the batter's box as he nods with approval of the first pitch right through the zone? But the home run hitter from back in the 2nd innings, Logan Paul Woolley.
Yes, and it was a pitch on the inside that was just a little bit too high. And, of course, Logan Paul popped that over the left field fence. Great opportunity here for Marist. Loaded bases.
Marist going to march their way through the top 8 to get into the top 4. That'll be tomorrow evening for Grand Final Championship Sunday. This innings might help them a long way. Oh, big swing.
I just went at him with speed that time.
The new rule this year, it's all right.
I agree. It's kind of like Ben Watts said,
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I'm on my horse here. I'll kick him in the stirrups and throw it as hard as I can down the trunk.
1 ball, 2 strikes, play.
So it's a battle in the OK Corral here between Hutt Valley Marist and Papanui. Marist leading by 1, but that can change in a heartbeat. 1 and 2 the count on Woolley. Oh, good pitch. Ben Watts lets out some expression. That's a big moment in the game for Papanui.
Oh, fantastic pitches. Both of those last two pitches, rise balls up in the zone and underneath the letters, you'll see here. So that is a strike, and might have even been called a check swing strike as well if they had have offered it up. But that's some great pitching from Ben. Bit of a comeback for him, putting Woolley away and retiring Marist, who didn't score in their third turn it back.
We'll be back soon with more action here from the top 8 on day 3 of the 2026 Men's Open Club National Championship. Well, no, my hook and my, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we work our way through this first top 8 matchup. Hutt Valley Marist taking on Papanui. Marist in the field here, leading by 1 run. And it'll be the number 9 hitter, Jackson Quinn, that'll lead off here for Papanui. Then Callum Bishop and Jackson Watt, 1, 2, and 3. Slow roller in a kind of funky swing will be the first out here of the third innings. Update from the other Diamonds. Diamond 2 level off field is PK taking on Hutt City United. They're in the lead 1-0 bottom of the third innings. And the last time we saw Ramblers and PCU Devils, they're bottom of the fourth. And Ramblers are leading 1-0 over there on the top 8. So 3 top 8 matches on at the moment. That one comes through on Callum Bishop. And just precision as he clips the edge of the zone. Really is pretty to watch. Papanui, we talked a little bit about their experience as we see Caleb Taylor in the outfield there. He's ready for more action. This one curls inside and pulls down foul. Papanui haven't made the top 8 for so many years by mistake. They really are a well-drilled outfit, and one of their big pluses, if you like, of their game within softball, Heine, is their ability to hit the ball.
Yeah, and to keep the ball in play, so keeping the pressure on the defence. I have to say Manly's looked really good on the mound. Not using too much energy, just pacing himself well.
He's got that economical delivery action. There's not a lot of jerky motion or jumping or leaping, but he's tall character. His mechanics are good. And he's the type of player looks like he could throw all day, couldn't he?
Yeah. And quite composed. I mean, quite different to Ben.
Hard hit ball. Bishop, if it's fair, it's gone. And just in foul territory, as you can see down the line there. Boy, oh boy, off the bat, you knew it had enough distance.
Yep, well.
Time called as that ball will come back into play. Regan Manley's not even looking. He's like, I don't want it back. He just had that one for a mile. Go give it to the umpire. Tell him to put it in the third pocket. Kevin Wallace will go and put it in the third pocket. He must have been listening. I don't want that one either.
It's interesting looking at the different styles, the different pitches, and you know, you saw Ben, he was dispatched. Saw him come up against Logan Paul. Next time he's really pushing himself and trying to G himself up almost. And that's just a a method, a style of getting yourself back in the game, trying to exert your dominance. And with Manly, it's just a totally different style. It's a lot more laconic, a lot more measured. And one style's no better than the other. It's just different.
Yeah, you did right. Had the pleasure of actually playing with Regan sometimes, but definitely against him for a very long time. Him and his brother, Jeremy, of course, the Black Sox gold medalist in 2013. And here's a good pitch off the outside edge. Even Bishop was bemused by it.
Well, Bishop thought it was outside the zone. May not see it from this angle very well. You can see it's all framed up on the outside. It's like, yes, that's a walk, or maybe not.
Maybe not. So, 2 away here. Now a check swing. No way. Oh, that doesn't get any better than that. And Regan Manley walks off with no expression whatsoever. Can't say the same for poor old Jackson Watt. We're all done through the bottom of the third innings. More action to come. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. It's day 3. It's top 8 at the Club Nationals.
Sometimes virtual reality begs for more reality. Jack Lynx is good with it.
No, my hook and my welcome back to Freeman Field, and pleased to report no rain on the radar here. We had inclement weather on day 1, but managed to get through all of the matches as we're in the top of the 4th innings now. Hutt Valley Marist leading 1-0. But pleased to say, Hoani, as soon as you arrived, the rain took off. So thank you, Gerbes.
I left Wellington yesterday morning. It was bright sunshine, no wind.
3 umpies.
Oh, Patterson will take charge, the centre fielder for Papanui, and record the first out at the top of the 4th innings. That's a little different than normal, my friend. You bringing the fine weather from Wellington to Auckland.
Yeah, although, think about some of the tournaments we've had here over the recent years, and the Men's World Cup. My gosh, we couldn't keep the rain away.
Can be trying sometimes, but...
Is that sun? Is there sun?
Yeah, well, I know you're here. It's bound to come. It's bound to come. Temperature's been okay. It's about 23 degrees Celsius today. Just want to mention a little bit, there's a slight breeze coming in from centre field. Nothing to really worry yourselves about. You see our home plate umpire just totting up his microphone or something. The young catcher gets another opportunity here, Tai Kahako.
Marist have had runners on all 3 times they've hit so far. Cope, then East Hope, and we'll be back to the top of the order.
2 ball, 1 strike.
That's what they want to do, don't they? Lay the table for the top of the order. Of course, loaded bases last innings, Hutt Valley Marist. This one off the end of the bat. Bishop will take care of that for the second out. Well, the top 8, some teams, that's their only goal, is to make the top 8 of Club National, because it's not easy to make, is it, Huani?
No, it isn't. They prepare all year for Club Nationals. It is the most important tournament on the National Club schedule.
Keenan East Hope, the centre fielder, youngster. Makes the first pitch go outside the zone. I want a quick shout out to the New Zealand Black Sox team scorer, Tracy Torpia. Stuck at work this week. I bet you she's looking forward to the weekend. But she's multitasking. She's got a phone, she's got a monitor, she's got the computer going. Loving watching softball from Softball New Zealand at the Club Nationals. Kia ora, Tracy. I like Tracy.
Oh, I like it too.
She's one of those characters, you kind of hear her before you see her. But boy, when you see her, what a ray of sunshine she is.
The same could not be said of you, Chopper.
No, no. As soon as they see me, they're like, ooh, it's a cloudy day now. You were talking about the loudness, weren't you?
No comment.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Fantastic to have Whitey Lambert in the booth with us. Of course, one of our great stewards of the game of softball in here. And Ben White says enough's enough from this team from Hutt Valley Marist. I want to get our team back out there offensively. 1-0. Bottom of the 4th coming up next.
Okay, right hand, left hand, just like Jody said. Easy. Oh no, not again.
Well, real pitches duel on day 3. The first game of the top 8, Hutt Valley Marist versus Papanui. Regan Manley versus Ben Watts. And it's Regan Manley with a slight edge here. 1-0 at the moment. Left to go through 3 of the best, though, from Papanui. Scott Patterson, Mitch Finney, and Josh Lubowiski. 1, 2, 3 here in the bottom of the 4th.
We've only had a couple of hits so far in this game, probably more walks than hits.
This one pops up, and there's been a few of those. Juan, I didn't notice these Papanui batters with the way that Manly is craftily going about the zone. They're getting frustrated a little, aren't they?
Yeah, and that one was inside out, so it was an inside pitch out to first base, and it just kind of got them all tied up.
Ball that's in.
Say it's just the experience of Manly. Similarly, we've had a few mishits on the other side with Ben Watts managing to confuse hitters, and balls hit late down the first base line.
Pitch on the outside edge. Through levels the count on Mitchell Finney, one of the most dedicated softballers in the South Island. Lives in Dunedin, plays in Christchurch, commutes a couple of times a week, I believe, to do just that.
Sorry.
Kevin Wallace, I hope we're going to replay that throw. We're going to replay that throw. There we go. Oh, that's the foul ball. Oh, there it is. Hello.
Yep.
That looked like 50 Cent's opening pitch at the Dodgers a couple of years back.
I remember when I was umpiring.
Yeah.
Oh, nice hit.
Well, Mitchell Finney, not many hits today, and he grabs himself one up the middle.
The early guidance was, as a plate umpire, you never throw the ball, you just give the ball to the catcher. And that is exactly why. You just don't do it.
Let's take another look at that throw if we can, if we've got it there. Oh,
This wasn't
brilliant.
even close.
This is the hit up the middle. We'll get to the replay before that. We'll come back to that. But Josh Lubowitsky now. First pitch. Oh, wow! Joel Evans turning his back and making a fine catch there.
Well, I hope we get to see that one again. He just kind of was running backwards and kind of swatted at the ball and managed to catch it. An outstanding play from Joel.
Simply outstanding, really good. I mean, sometimes class players, they pull off some stuff that even we've seen a lot of it, Hawani, you and I, but even some players, they amaze us from time to time, don't they?
Yeah, both of those hits, they were quite similar. It's just that, one of them managed to be caught by Evans there, but both of them weren't really convincing hits.
Anthony Stewart, no, you did right. It's not coming off the middle of the bat, that's for sure, is it?
No. I think that's just showing the amount of movement and spin that Manly's generating. In fact, both those hits were quite similar in terms of how they came off the bat.
Oh, and then he pumps a rise ball in there on the inside edge as well. He's got it going on today, that's for sure. The man they call Bear, Regan Manley. Tell you one thing, Regan took a little bit of a break from the game. It was a while ago now.
2 ball, 2 strike.
Went off, had a young family, came back to the game, and I tell you what, the maturity, you can see it in his eyes. Calm and collected. You mentioned it earlier. Oh, good pitch.
Great pitch.
Tramline takes care of business. We're through 4. Stewart's waiting for an opportunity to bat. You'll have to come back because Regan Manley is on fire, Hawani.
Well, that was a beautiful pitch on the outside of the plate, and the umpire was absolutely certain that was a strike. Papanui caught watching, and they're out of there.
40 ball.
It's not Sunday yet, not ready to go to church and pray, my friend. That's a good friend of mine, Anthony Stewart. A bit of frustration right there. We're through 4 complete. The top 8. It's 1-0, Hutt Valley Marist.
Sometimes virtual reality begs for more reality. Jack Lynx is good with it.
Top of the second innings, and Logan Paul Worley drives one into the upper deck of the club rooms. That marks the difference offensively in this game, 1 run to 0. Top of the 5th now, though, and it'll be top of the shop, Murphy Albright with his 3rd at-bat of the contest already. Tyson Byrne will follow him, and then Joel Evans. So an opportunity for Hutt Valley Marist, Hawani, already 3rd time through the order.
Yeah, and since the automatic from Watts, he's really tightened things up, and it's actually been quite dominant since the
2 strike.
loaded bases. If you recall, we had
Yeah.
Logan Paul in the
Yeah.
batter's box, and he struck him out. And ever since then, you just feel like Ben's on top of his game again, and these Marist batters are struggling against him.
The workhorses, Ben Watts. This one, freebie outside the zone.
1 ball, 2 strike.
I am wondering if the zone has widened a bit. We've seen a couple on the outside of the plate, and the batters have been struggling to understand what's going on.
Down low.
2 ball and 2 strike.
But the zone is the zone, and you have to adapt.
You sure do. 2-2 count here. Albright a strikeout and a walk in today's contest so far. Up the middle, Finney will come forward to make the play. That is textbook from the shortstop from Papanui.
Yeah, lovely play there. He kept on coming forward. Not the easiest of outs to make. Here you can see the ball going into the dirt, and he gets it on the hop and throws whilst on the move. Great out. Nice piece of play.
Fantastic indeed. Update from around the Diamonds. Bottom of the fourth innings on level off field between Hutt City United and PK. 1-1 in that game. Mount Albert was still leading 1-0 over PCU Devils. They're in the top of the sixth. Tyson Byrne now, player coach for Hutt Valley Marist.
Just see the top 8 could be anyone. Chopper.
Really is exciting this year, Hawani. 22 teams in attendance this year's edition of the Men's Club Nationals. How good?
This top 8, highly competitive. You can see all these games. 1-0, 1-all, 1-0.
Ben Watts taking a long walk and umpire Wallace making sure he's okay. So Ben Watts is very good at making sure he's ready to pitch.
Absolutely. You good? All right.
Big pitch here coming up. 3 balls, 1 strike. Leadoff hitter for Marist in the 5th. Experienced Tyson Byrne.
And comes through the zone. So Ben Watts knows he's got to slide some in here.
3 ball, 1 strike.
Hitters count though here for Byrne. Oh, that's a perfect pitch on the outside corner.
Three ball, 2 strike.
Methodical with his time here, Ben Watts. Tyson Byrne, Black Sox star, as we mentioned already. Real threat at the plate. Outside set. Oh, Ben Watts. How good is Ben Watts, Wani?
Yeah, good fight back from Watts. It was 0-3, and he's come back into the count, and a nice piece of play there on the mound. Straight back at him, across to 1 for the out.
So 2 outs here. Joel Evans will come up to the plate. I don't want to call a shot, but these are the moments where Joel Evans normally tries to take an advantage. Look for him to be aggressive at this at-bat. A little something different on the outside edge, not what Evans was looking for.
It's a better start from Watts. Don't get behind too often against players of this calibre.
Well, there's that aggressive swing, but it's a rise ball up in the tower.
Yeah, good rise ball. When you're ahead in the count,
2 strike.
forward to go slightly outside of the zone, see if you can get that swing. Watts in charge here.
Here comes the cowboy. hard curving rise ball outside the zone.
You good? Yeah, sweetie. Oh, okay. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I tell you, the umpire Mike picks up some good things sometimes. So you're right. Yeah, just my hand, sweaty. Got to say, want to thank Wiremu Tamaki and his umpiring crew, allowing us the access to actually dive into the umpires with a mic. Some countries don't allow you to do that. New Zealand, I think, are fantastic for doing that.
Certainly adds to the colour of the game.
Pops up, Delator will range over to his left, and that'll be the third out here in the top of the 5th innings. Ben Watts slowed the pace down a little bit in that innings. Hawani came up with the goods.
Yeah, it was a low drop ball. He chose to go after it and disappointed. You heard him groaning at the end there. And that's it for Marist in the 5th.
It is indeed. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back more with Juani Lambert and the top 8. Hutt Valley Marist leading 1-0.
Being a Manawatu local, supporting our community is at the heart of everything we do. From the Arohanui Hospice, Just Silch and Replay connecting second-hand sports gear, we make giving back our mission. Thank you for all the great feedback with over 1,500 5-star reviews. It's a great reward for our team that their hard work is acknowledged by our customers. And now with the addition of Order Care, we're a one-stop shop. The team are proud to have grown alongside the community, and with your continued support, we look forward to the journey ahead.
From the humble beginnings of a Wellington garage and with a good helping of Kiwi Can Do, Resine have been proudly colouring New Zealand since 1946. Environmentally approved quality paints, colours and expert advice, all available at your local Resine colour shop. Our friendly team are here to help you get the best results for your project. With creative colours and innovative paint all made right here in New Zealand. You can rely on Resine to get the job done.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here. Bottom of the 5th innings, and Papanui will send up 3 of their good batters right at the bottom of the order, though. 7, 8 and 9. Britt, Delator and Quinn try and get themselves level in this game, or maybe grab the lead, Hawani. Regan Manley's put on a masterclass so far in this one through 4 innings.
Yes, he has, and same demeanour, same approach. He hasn't thrown too many bad pitches. Just working his way around the zone. You see it again. Ooh. Must have just missed.
Got the ability to throw both sides of the plate with command. With command at the moment, hasn't he?
Did he go?
He did indeed, and that'll take care of the first out here. Boy, he tries the river on the outside, then the drop all hard on the inside. It's pretty to watch, isn't it? Youngster Drew Delator now will step in to go to work. And he shapes up for a running bunt first pitch, goes foul. Of course, Drew, the son of head coach Dealer, Paul Delator, he's down at third base, and Callum Muir assisting him. And of course, the ever-lovable Joe Harris is their manager and scorer as well. Big swing. Drop was too good.
2 strike.
When a pitcher's in command like this, Hawani, what do you have to do as an offensive team to get some success? Here's a click.
3 umpies.
But it'll just land straight into the outfielder's glove, and it's poetry in motion, isn't it? But what can the offense do, Hawani?
Well, saw them we didn't quite catch it at the beginning of this inning, but you saw Britt start off with a running bunt. And what you will see batters, particularly at the bottom of the order, just trying to shorten up, trying to open up their stance and just try and make contact and see if you can force a play into the infield. Certainly you can see Papanui trying to do some different things in the batter's box. What is good to see is they're not trying to hit the ball out of the park. Sometimes hitters can get so frustrated that they end up losing themselves in the batter's box. We haven't seen that from Papanui.
Thinking the answer is to run harder, swing harder. It's not always the solution, is it?
No.
1 ball, 1 strike.
But then I think for your batters at the top of the order that they have, you just want them to play their normal game. You don't really want those hitters trying to do anything differently.
Well, Jackson
1 ball, 2
Quinn's
strike.
seen 3 pitches, 2 of them for strikes. 2 away here, bottom of the 5th innings. Top of the order's waiting on deck. Bishop.
Yeah, there's that outside pitch again. Papanui can't believe it, but actually it's that same pitch that saw them retired at the end of that last inning. Good pitching from Regan Manley.
Moving quick, moving fast. The Bear, Big Regan Manley's on point, and the river is open as well. See you back in the top of the 6th.
They're not tasty, but
Sometimes virtual reality begs for more reality. Jack Lynx is good with it.
A real pitching duel here. The Southern man, Ben Watts for Papanui, has been on form in the circle for the team from Otautahi, Christchurch. And the Big Bear, Regan Manley's been on point for Te Awa Kairangi's Hutt Valley Marist. 1 run is the difference. That came off the bat of Logan Paul Worley way back in the top of the 2nd innings. It's been Dunkin' Donuts ever since the endo, Huani.
Yeah, it has, but some really good pitching from both of these players. We talked about Ben Watts in the last inning seeming to come away from the loaded bases strikeout to really be on top, and then we saw him at the beginning of the last inning get behind in the count, but then he came back. He's been using his rise ball quite effectively. Regan Manley, though, not so much a rise ball, but really using what he's learning about the umpire, particularly that outside pitch with 2 strikes, just dangling something on the outside of the plate, and he's been rewarded twice. So I think the catches are really for Marist, young Cope. He's been working with Manley well to... Oh, dead ball.
Yeah, just hit that one into his leg.
To learn,
yes,
and then to apply.
Fantastic to see the opportunity given to these athletes across Aotearoa. Learn and apply.
1 ball, 2 strike.
And then the one part I like about Kiwis, they then just turn it on his head and reinvent the wheel.
Ball.
That's why, if you ask me, outside of togetherness, the New Zealand team,
2 ball, 2
in
strike.
any sport really, Code, I reckon they're successful on international stage because they think outside the square. They may be 2 or 3 steps ahead of the opposition. If I do this, he'll react with that or she'll react with that, and then I've got him captured here. It's a chess game, and the chess game this time from Corey List will go to Bishop for the outs.
Yeah, so Ben Watts, it's a pitch on the inside and some good fielding from Papanui. Bishop doing the job down there at first base.
Noah Cronin now, strikeout and a walk to his batting tally in this top 8 match. You highlighted at the top of the shop, he's had a great week with the bat.
Really racing through this game.
Yeah, no 20-second clock needed here today to speed it up, the pace. And I guess the pitcher's duel will do that, won't it, Hoani?
Marist would really like another run or two if they could, so that they're going into these last 2 bats for Papanui with a bit more of a buffer.
Yep, I'm great.
One fouls off, gets a bit of the umpire. He's all good. He's great. Just an update from around the Diamonds over on Level Off Field. It's 1-1 now. Hutsy United and PK, bottom of the 5th innings. And Jack Beesgrove and Mount Albert Ramblers are still leading PCU Devils. Liam Potts 1-0 in the bottom of the 6th innings. Of course, you want to find any of those live streams, just head on over to Softball New Zealand's YouTube channel. You'll find them all there. I think, Wani, we've got... Oh, there's a perfect pitch on the outside edge. That'll take care of the out to away now. And the home run hitter, Logan Paul Woolley, will be up next. So I think we've got 7 Diamonds streaming live from Softball New Zealand right now. 5 right here in Albany. And 2 live at the Women's Club Nationals in Te Awa Kairangi. I don't know how you guys at Softball New Zealand do this. Do you sleep?
I think you know exactly how we do it.
So it pops up.
For you.
Bishop to the fence, and he'll make the out. And as you mentioned, this one's moving very swiftly now. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. If you're going to make a drink, then you might have to skip the ice cubes. Be back right here, bottom of the 6th. Papanui trailing 1-0 against Hutt Valley Marist.
My Leon, what? That pitch was right frickin' there. So I give it to him soft.
Okay, right hand, left hand, just like Jody said. Easy. Oh no, not again.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And you see a little bit of a flyby as there, Softball New Zealand not only streaming every Diamond live for you here in Albany, but they organise a flyby helicopter as well, Wiley.
Tell ya, all over it.
All over it. Fantastic to have you along here with us. Fantastic to have Hawani Lambert with us from Softball New Zealand in this game. Experienced caller, experienced umpire, experienced scorer. Is there anything you haven't done in this great game of softball, Whiney?
You're not terribly great at anything. Just try to. No, scoring was probably my good thing.
Well, great to have you along here, my friend. Top of the order here, Callum Bishop. And it's the 3rd time through the order here, Hawani, for Papanui. And I'm sure they've had a talk in their dugout. They, as you were saying, they've got to do something different from this point onwards in this game.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to make decent contact. That was a bobbly one out to Burn at shortstop. Nicely taken in for the out. Marist, though, they'll be thinking 5 outs. 5 outs for the game.
Ball low, good corner.
And Papanui, they'll be thinking, we need one. We need one to continue through regulation.
Papanui. With the hammer this time, he says no. Jackson Watt,
Thanks, sir.
real character of the game of softball in Christchurch,
2 ball.
but a fantastic athlete as well, Wani.
Ball that's in.
Gosh.
Right down the batter's box line.
3 good pitches from Manly, and he must have just missed on all 3 occasions. Everyone gets a bit nervous around about this time, sometimes even the umpire.
And Manly says, I'm wise enough not to have to throw groove 2 pitches in the middle of the zone to Jackson White. You can just go to first base, young man. I back my team to turn me a double play.
Yeah, but they've got 1 out,
Play.
so they'll be going aggressively. Any ground balls, they'll certainly be wanting to have a go at the lead runner going to 2.
Hard hit ball from Patterson. This has got a chance to the track, and baby, it is gone. Scott Patterson, first pitch drop ball, and we have a new leader in the top 8. 2 runs to 1. Papanui over Hutt City Marist.
Well, there wasn't much to that swing, was there? I mean, it was a low inside pitch. I don't know how he got to it, but it was a great piece of contact. Cleared the centre field fence by quite some distance.
Ball in.
And boy, how big was that call to put
Thank you.
Watt onto first base, essentially putting the go-ahead run at the plate. And there you see it, it was an inside pitch. It wasn't a bad pitch. But somehow, Patterson managed to get that ball and drive it right over the centre field fence. An extraordinary piece of hitting from Papanui.
Elite hitter is Scott Patterson. Not only in the lead-off role for the Australian men's team, and a hide gun for Papanui. And you can see right there a game-changing moment here in this match in the bottom of the 6th innings. Mitchell Finney now. He laces it 1.
3 umpies.
Left fielder's right there, camped underneath it to make the outs. Well, in the blink of an eye, this game just changed in a heartbeat, didn't it? Tiny.
And it was those 3 pitches to start against what all of them called balls, and each of them must have been so close to the zone. And then the call made by Marist to say, oh, well, we might as well put him on. Big call, because then that brought the winning runner to the plate, and sure enough, suddenly they're behind 2-1.
Out.
It's down low. You talked about 5 outs away. It's always a gamble, isn't it? Do you or don't you when it comes to tactics? I mean, of course, don't forget, Hutt Valley Marist will have a chance at the top of the 7th innings to tie this puppy up or maybe grab the lead themselves. Now, what a nice play by Joel Evans. So it is Papanui with a bing and a blast here in the bottom of the 6th innings. Boy, oh boy, Scott Patterson. He didn't miss it. He got all of it, and they lead the ball game 2 runs to 1. 7th coming up next.
Being a Mount 2 local, supporting our community is at the heart of everything we do. From the Aotearoa Hospice, Just Silch, and Replay connecting second-hand sports gear, we make giving back our mission. Thank you for all the great feedback with over 1,500 5-star reviews. It's a great reward for our team that their hard work is acknowledged by our customers. And now with the addition of Order Care, we're a one-stop shop. The team are proud to have grown alongside the community, and with your continued support, we look forward to the journey ahead.
Sometimes virtual reality begs for more reality. Jack Lynx is good with it.
Wow, oh, wowee, what a game. It was young Woolley with a home run onto the deck of the club rooms back in the second innings. And then we go all the way to the bottom of the sixth for Scott Pedersen after a gifted intentional walk to Jackson Watt. He blasts one dead red centre field, 2-0 here, top of the seventh innings. This game is turned on its head in a heartbeat, Whiny.
And suddenly it's Papanui who need just 3 outs for the game. Marist, after having started off with runners on base in the first 3 innings, they've gone pretty quiet with the bats as Ben Watts has asserted himself on the mound. Some very controlled pitching from him, great use of the rise ball, finding the corners well. And now just 2 outs needed. For the first time, Ben Watts with a lead to defend for Papanui. I do feel for Regan Manley, as I say, those first 3 pitches at the beginning of that rally in the previous inning, they were all so close, not one of them being called a strike. I think that forced the call for the intentional walk.
Tino Tata, super close, wasn't it? Kahako, the young catcher, getting an opportunity here.
Yeah, just a bit more pep in his step. Ben Watts. He knows that he can close this out for his team, get his side off to a winning start in the top 8 round robins.
This one outside.
So both of these teams will go on to play Roosters and Northcote. In the other section, games underway. Ramblers coming towards the end of their game against the PCU Devils. They're in the bottom of the 7th, ahead 1-0. That's a strikeout. Just 1 to go for Ben Watts and Papanui.
Ben Watts, he knows when the opportunities are in front of him. He knows how to lift, doesn't he, Hawani? And you're right now, 1 out away here, and it's number 9 hitter, Kenan Issa. He has to get on here for Marist, doesn't he?
So a bit of pressure here on Keenan Eastopa's team is down by 1. 2 outs in the 7th. Fouled back. 1 strike. So in that other key matchup, Porniki-Kilburney against Hutsville United, it's now 3-1 to Porniki-Kilburney over Hutsville United in the top of the 6th. On the level of field, just behind us here. Ben Watts, 1 strike.
And Kenan Eastside, we saw yesterday, dropped down a surprise bunt. Don't know if he'll try that here, but the corners are back. Enterprising young man. Slow roller, Stewart is there, who'll take care of business, and that'll be the ball game. A come from behind victory for Papanui, 2-1. What a game, Hawani, what a game. What are your thoughts and impressions of the match?
Yeah, commanding performance from Ben Watts. It would have been so easy for him to not have retained control the way he did after that hit from Logan Paul over the left field fence, and then it was just one swing of the bat from Scott Patterson, scoring himself and Watt in the bottom of the 6th. Papanui, they're off to a winning start in the top 8 round robins, but excellent effort from both sides, and Regan Manley, a great effort on the mound from him as well.
Oh, certainly outstanding. Going to come back to you for an MVP in a second, Hawani. Well, the game was Dunkin' Donuts. That's zeros all over the scoreboard on this one, and it was the second inning heroics of Logan Paul Woolley, the designated player. He blasted a home run onto the deck of the club rooms and left field there, and then had to go all the way to the bottom of the 6th innings because it was a pitcher's duel between Watts and Manley before Jackson Watt was intentionally walked with 3 balls on him down to first base, brings up the go-ahead run to the plate. Scott Patterson doesn't muck around, takes the first pitch, drives it over centre field. They give him the lead 2-1. Ben Watts shuts it out. Your MVP.
Well, Ben Watts, you said he shut out the game, and without him, I don't think they would have kept Marist down to 1 run, but a special mention of Scott Patterson. But for that automatic home run, perhaps it wouldn't be the outcome that they have right now.
So Ben Watts?
Ben Watts.
Ben Watts is our Beyond the Dugout MVP here on today's first game of the top 8. And thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Update from Diamond 2 for you. And it is Puniki Albany taking on Hutt City United. Puniki Albany just grabbed the lead, 3-1 in the top of the 6 innings. Ramblers have won victorious over PCU Devils 1-0 over on a Diamond 10. So if you want to catch the rest of Hutt City United and PK, flick it over to Diamond 2 on the Softball New Zealand YouTube channel. Otherwise, come right back. We won't be far away. Thank you, Hawani, for your time in the booth, my friend. Always a pleasure. Papanui, 2-1. Hutt Valley Marist will back it up, though. They will stay on Diamond 1 for our next matchup. Can't wait to see that one. And, of course, it's another top 8 matchup here between the two teams of this section. And it'll be Roosters taking on Hutt Valley Marist. So the home side Roosters against the Miracle Boys, Hutt Valley Marist, after this game coming up soon. Danny Frew will have the call on that one. We'll see you back on Beyond the Dugout and day 3 of the Men's Club Nationals.
We can start. It's a stolen base down to.
So those are the 2 sections as this goes deep into left field for the first out from all 5 Diamonds live streaming for you. You can find all those games.
It's a good start for Papanui in his first few innings.
Oh, get up, Murphy Albright, as he'll take that drive. All good with it, Milani. In that case, it was probably a foul ball from Diamond 2. Oh, good pitch, but it's off the end of the bat, and it'll sneak in there. The Cowboy looking to turn the corner. Watch out, giddy up the horse. And the kid is at second base. A hot start here in the top 8. Papanui and Hutt Valley Marist is the youngster. Get up and ready to go. Oh, that one. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's a low lifter curveball from Rick.
Count. But not Manly. That's a fast inning for Marist. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry.
Joel Evans now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry.
Joel Evans now. He's looking to make at the time. Adam Folkard. He hits a grand slam to win it for the Black Sox up in Canada with an amazing stroke.
Kind of stick with him, man.
Take this one up top. So 2 walks on.
Fading down. So we've got the full schedule of players available. So
Bishop and Jackson Watt. 1, 2, and 3. Slow roller in a kind of funky swing. Will be the hit ball. Bishop, if it's fair, it's gone. And just in foul territory. You can see now check swing. No way. Oh, that doesn't get any better than that.
no one.
Oh, Patterson will take.
Probably more walks than hits.
This one pops up a couple of times a week, I believe, to do just that. Oh, good patch. Tram line. Takes
In
it.
his box, they struck him out. Ever since then, just feel like
Up the middle, Finney will come forward to make the play. That is. Oh, Ben Watts, how good! Pops up, Delator, range over to his left.
Did he go?
He did indeed, and that'll take team to get some success. Here's the clip.
3 LBs.
And it'll just land.
Yeah, there's that outside pitch again. Papanui can't believe it, but actually it's that same pitch.
And then I've got them captured here. It's a chess game, and the chess game this time from Corey.
Exactly how we do it.
So it pops up.
For you.
Bishop to the fence, and he'll make the out order here. Come on, Bishop. And it's the third time through the order. Hard hit ball from Patterson. This has got a chance to the track, and baby, it is gone. Scott Patterson. He laces it one.
3 LBs.
Left fielder's right there. Yeah, what a nice play by Joel Evans. Slow roller, Stewart is there, who'll take care of business.